What's up, guys? It's your boy Swills here, and today I'm going to be talking about one of the worst events I've ever seen in my life, the entire Triller event of Jake Paul versus Ben Askren. The main card was started at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It is almost 1 a.m., and there were like three fights on the main card, and the Jake Paul fight just ended. Miserable event, completely disrespectful to the sport of boxing. Just celebrity after celebrity after celebrity after celebrity with performances and all this. Biggest waste of time. If you spent money, I feel bad for you. Anyways, let's get into the fight, shall we? Going into the fight, I knew Jake Paul was gonna have more power. I figured he would have more speed. He is the more technically sound boxer of the two. Um, I thought Ben Askren. Did I say Ben Askren? I meant to say Jake Paul is the better boxer, but I thought Ben Askren would survive. I thought Ben Askren was gonna try to just keep it close, get to the inside of Jake Paul, put his weight on him, and try to use some MMA tactics that he had, and just try to win by a decision. And I really thought that Ben Askren was gonna be able to survive at least 3 or 4 rounds before anything potentially happened. And Jake Paul, man, a lot of people hate him. Full credit to him. He's beaten everybody that's being put out in front of him. Puts Askren out. What was it? A minute and 50 seconds into the first round. People are saying it's a rigged fight, and the ref didn't let him have a chance to fight again. Ben Askren showed absolutely nothing. He had one half decent punch 5 seconds into the fight, and then showed nothing. He was as solid as a brick. He was completely stiff. You could see the way he was knocked down. He just fell over like a tree. He did no movement whatsoever, completely stiff. You know, people criticized the way his body looked coming into the fight, and now people are probably going to make a connection between, oh, Ben Askren really didn't try, he just wanted a paycheck. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate, but what I will say is that Jake Paul has really made a name for himself, and he is the villain for sure, but he is at the top right now when it comes to picking out fights. He has his say on whoever he wants, and I guess that's the next thing to talk about. Um, who Jake Paul fights next? People are saying, pretty much. I'm sure every MMA fighter is gonna step up after Ben Askren lost. You'll probably see Nate Diaz. Um, you'll see a bunch of older guys that might retire. You might even see like Cowboy Cerrone. I wouldn't even be surprised, to be honest with you. You're going to see a lot of guys. I think this is to the point where a lot of professionals are going to start stepping in and saying, "Hey, wait a second, let's fix this." I don't think Jake Paul is stupid enough to take a fight against a professional athlete or professional boxer that is way better than him. Um, Personally, the fight I'm sure a lot of people want to see is Jake Paul and KSI. KSI beat Logan Paul, his brother, almost a year and a half ago. Ever since then, it's been smack talk between the two of them. Oh, I want to fight, I want to fight, I want to fight. KSI has been delaying it and delaying it and delaying it. Now I think Jake Paul is to a point where he's so far ahead of KSI in terms of development of skill, and to the point where Jake Paul is the A side of the fight, if you will call it, the main attraction of the two. I don't think JJ, or KSI, as many call him, I don't think he's gonna want to take that fight anymore. He says he will. I highly doubt that's gonna happen. I think Jake Paul's gonna get another fight in the fall or maybe late in the summer against another MMA guy, or some kind of boxer. I think he's done with the celebrities. I think it's now time where he's going to be fighting official people that are really going to put in the effort to try and beat him. Because he hasn't just offended, the NBA community or whatever, professional athletes. Now he's offended the MMA community, and you do not want to offend the MMA community. You're going to have a lot of people coming at you. I wouldn't be surprised if the Diaz brothers come after him. I think that could be the next fight. Cowboy Cerrone, KSI, maybe even. We'll see. But I'm very impressed by what I saw with Jake Paul today. He's got a lot of power in both of his hands. His movement is good. He looks like a good, he looks like he could fight professionally. Not sure at what level, but he looks like he's got what it takes. That's for sure. He's got killer instinct in him, despite his weird yoga and whatever. But that's it really with the fight. I mean, the co-main event was just as bad. Some guy got hit in the nuts, but it was not a nut shot, and then he had to get taken out on a stretcher. Whether or not he was faking it to get out of the fight, who knows? The whole event was just awful. It was awful. You know, Triller is not doing themselves any favors with this. The only people that were good were Snoop Dogg, and I thought Pete Davidson was pretty funny, but the rest of them just awful, awful. But that'll do it for me. Unfortunately, I chose this fight over the UFC fight, Gastelum and Robert Whitaker. A mistake for me, certainly. But we'll see. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know who you think Jake Paul should fight next. Like the video, subscribe, like I said, gets me out to more people. I'm trying to get a lot of views on these kind of videos, so I would appreciate if you could do that. It's just a second of your time, but won't leave you anymore. Take care and peace.